Hi everyone, I'm Farmer Jolly and welcome back to our survival series on Riverbend Springs. Now we are just continuing and finishing off the mowing that we started in the last episode, and this Unimog's making it so much easier. We're going at 13 miles an hour, we've got such good mowers, this is amazing. I have noticed though we are using quite a lot of fuel, but we're using a lot of fuel in the Massey as well, and that is okay because we are really pushing these two tractors, but we will need to fill the Unimog up. We'll just drop back and grab that little bit. Now I decided to change the course layout so that we go lengthwise or widthwise, I think, yeah, this way, the way we're going, because it makes it a lot easier. We've not got as many turns to do with the baler. And while I was doing a little bit, I've only done a couple of passes off screen, but I was thinking, oh, it would be nice to get a square baler. But a couple of things then, if we did get a square baler, then we potentially are going to have to change the bale wrapper, which obviously is relatively new, and I don't want to keep changing the bale wrapper because we're not doing enough to justify getting bigger machines. Now, so I sort of talked myself out of getting any more bits of equipment. However, I did have a look, and there is always a however when it comes to trying not to buy something new, especially new equipment. Now, a contract's come up in field 2, the big field just in front of us, for planting sunflowers. So I thought, oh, well, that's quite an easy contract. That's what we're planting in our field in this episode. Because we're going to do a field of sunflower, a field of corn, and I think we're going to do a field of oats so that we can get some straw. But we can't plant corn or sunflowers with a regular seeder. We need a planter, which we do have, but it's 2 meters. So we are going to be upgrading the planter, which does mean we can do this planting contract. So that's the field all done. So let's fold these up. Now what we'll do is, because like I say, this does need fuel, so we will park the mowers as best we can, because obviously the combine is... Oh, I've just crashed into the combine. And just saying the combine's in here, I've just crashed into it. That's amazing, isn't it? This is really tight now. There we go. Let's just drop the front mower. And where can I put the rear mower? Can I go straight back? You know what? We are going to go straight back. We're just going to block the doors. So drop that. Like that. Now where is the planter? Is it not in here? Okay. Now, either the turning circle in this Unimog is bad, or I am really struggling at driving it today. So, oh, is that our planter? Okay, so we've not got... Yeah, this is a planter. So that is a 3 meter working width. Now, how much is this worth? It's the Falcon 3. Let's see if we can find that. Vehicles. Where are you? Okay, I can't see it. Let's just scroll through. We're bound to see it somewhere in here. there. So it's still worth nearly 10 grand. So I think we will sell that. And the one we're going to get instead is this Cavernland. It's 6 meter working width, 9 meter working width, sorry. But it's not too expensive. If we put we can afford to put a 50% deposit down. And again, if we do it over 5 years, it's only £794. So let's do that. Let's purchase that. There we go. We can find the contracts. Sunflowers. We can accept that contract. And we will grab the Unimog. We will sell the cedar. Hunter even, not cedar. I'm not selling our nice cedar. Or anytime soon anyway. There we go. Let's bring this straight out and we unload it. Oh no, apparently I can tip the bed of the trailer. There's got to be a way of unloading it. Do I have to open the covers first? How do we open the covers? Why? No? Maybe we can't use this. Open cover N. Let's try it with a different tractor then quickly. We'll just get this straight out of the way. Like that. And you know what, let's use this as it's sat here. We'll just see if we can unload it, because there's quite a lot of solid fertilizer, which I don't really want to get rid of if we can. Right, so unload I. There we go, perfect. So for some reason we couldn't do it with the Unimog, but at least we've managed to unload it all. So let's, again, for now, we'll just park this up back where it was. That will do there. Let's find the Unimog and grab cedar and make a move. Let's lift it up as well. There you go. Right. So we're going to head over. We'll fill this up with fuel, sell this planter and grab our new planter, and we can head straight over and make a start. And I personally think that our survival series is progressing really, really well. Obviously we started with the one tractor and we're now up to about 5 tractors and a massive combine that I can't wait to use. We just need some more fields now. That'd be nice. So there you go, £401. This doesn't cost as much as the Massey does to fill up, which is nice. So we will park up here. Let's jump out and get this planter sold. So repaint it and repair it. And yeah, over 11,000. So let's sell that. Perfect. And what I'm going to do is have a look. So we've not got much seed, but we have got some solid fertilizer. So what can this planter hold? Both, and it's got 2,000. So I think we're going to need some more. So let's get a pallet of seeds. And I think we'll get 1 bag of fertilizer to start with. And we can use the matty for the baling and wrapping. We can set this off on the worker because this, I think, has more horsepower than the matty does at the moment. So let's connect up and okay, that really. Can we get? Is there a front tank we can get for it? No, just a weight. Okay, never mind. Hopefully it won't use that much. Can we get close enough? Yes, we can. This is probably going to need at least 2 bags. Yep, it's going to need 2 bags. So we'll grab another one. There we go. This should take us to 100% on both. Yep. And it's double check what we're planting so we know. Sunflowers. Nope. What's the button to change? It's normally Y. Why won't you let me change? That's just the camera. Okay, right. So change of plans. This is going to do the baling. The Massey is going to run the seeder because the Unimog can't actually do much with the seeders, but it can do the baling and the cultivating and the bale wrapping. So there's a lot it can do. It's just not very good at being able to use the seeders properly. So we'll quickly swap this over and we can get that set up. Right, so again, something else that we've got to sort is the Unimog can't change the size of the bale, the baler. So again, we're going to have to grab the Zeta tractor. We're going to have to quickly double check. Bale wrapper, it can do 150, that's fine. Let's pull in front. Connect up. And yeah, we're on 180, so where we go, 150. Disconnect that. And I'm just going to park this up out of the way. Like that. Because otherwise we wouldn't be able to wrap the bales, which would be a bit of a challenge. Especially when you're trying to make silage bales. Not being able to wrap them isn't the best. So we've got automatic drop turned on, in theory. The baler is turned on and dropped down. Let's make some grass bales. Right, well, we're getting there. We've got nearly, well, about 4.5 passes left to go, and we have made so many bales. We've made 24 already. Now, the last crop we got, grass crop we got off these fields, we made, I think it was 35 bales, but it took us absolutely ages to wrap them all, and we don't do much bale wrapping at all anymore. So I'm thinking of not buying the new equipment, but selling the bale wrapper that we got a few episodes ago, and leasing the big bale wrapper that allows us to form a long line, because it's something a little bit different. I've never really used that bale wrapper, and it gets them off the bales off the field a lot faster, because I don't have to keep waiting for the wrapper to finish before I can pick up another bale. I don't know how much that's going to cost, but we will have a look. We can have a look while this is unloading this bale. So it will be this one. It's not a bad price to buy, but if we lease it, yeah. So we will lease it. Annoyingly, we could have gone up to the bigger bale size, but that's not the end of the world. I suppose we could buy it, but we're not doing enough grass work to justify having it at the moment. And if we start doing a lot more, I would love to get the Govile static baler that can wrap, and a big forage wagon. I just think that would be so much easier. While it's unloading, this one, it can only do 150 round bales. The other option I suppose we've got would be, again, this and a square baler. That would be quite nice because it can wrap 180 centimeter square bales, but it's going to make our lives a lot easier if we use that on a piece of land that's not used. And I'm thinking just behind that shed there would be perfect, because we can start against the fence line and work all the way up, or start the shed and work up. So we will be doing that. We've done 29 bales so far, so we might get 35 again. The contract has finished, so it just means that we can, as soon as the one field has got bales completely empty, we can get it cultivated up and then begin planting. Now what I'm thinking is, I'm thinking of separating things slightly. So we've got obviously 3 fields. We're doing one, well, they're all combinable crops, but we're going to do the one field as corn, then the next is going to be oats, and then the next is going to be sunflowers, just so we don't accidentally go a little bit too far in the combine and risk losing any crop we've got, because the corn header can't harvest the oats and the oat harvester can't harvest the corn or the sunflowers. So I'm not sure which way around we're going to do. Obviously oats are going to be going in the middle field, but the other two, we'll have a quick look actually. So price wise, here, prices. So corn gives us 471, and sunflowers, okay, so sunflowers are going in the larger field. So the one we're currently in at the moment, which is field 5, will be the corn, and field 4, this one that we're in now, is the oats, and field 3 that we're just about to get to is the sunflowers. So we'll probably get field 3 all off, and then field cultivate this, plant this. While this is planting, we will be, or cultivating, we'll get field 5 ready so that we can do the 2 with the planters first. Yeah, we might as well unload this early. Oops. There we go. So, let's... I quite like doing it in the dark green, the nature green. We'll do black for a change. So, lease. Yes. So that's leased at the store. We've done 34 bales. So, not as good as the last crop, but still pretty good. So now we're going to try and park the baler, which is going to be interesting. Let's see if we can get it from this angle. Oh, nope. Now, are we going in? Nearly. Oh, and we crashed. Can we kick it round? No. Okay, so this is not working. I've crashed again. Right, let's try it this way. Oh. Okay, we are in. Let's see, can we straighten ourselves up a bit? Yes, we can. Right, there we go. Right, so we now need to turn ourselves round, grab the bale wrapper. This is taking so much time trying to turn this round. Right, there we go. So let's jump in here because we can use the camera to get to the bale wrap. There we go. Pull it out. No, I'm not sure. Can we unload it? Probably not. You know what? I'm not going to worry too much because it doesn't cost us too much and we've got loads. So let's go over to the store, sell this, and bring back the big one. And we can then move the bales. Right, so I'm not sure how much we're going to get for this. It is quite new. We didn't buy it that long ago. So let's have a look. So actually it's really good. Nearly £12,000. There you go, that's sold. And I think we had it on lease, so it's paid off the leasing costs, I think. I suppose actually while we're here, we could... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I was going to try and load the pallet on. Okay, never mind. What we'll do with this instead is we can dump these seeds into the greenhouse. So it's not the end of the world, but it's not what I was intending. I was hoping to the pallet straight on. There we go. So I'm not sure. I think I know which way around this is going to go. And I think the machine runs itself backwards, so rather than pushing the bales each time. So well, hopefully anyway. Otherwise I don't know where we're going to put... Actually, we can put it here because it's then more out of the way. No, I wanted it closer to the fields because I don't have to run that far. What about near the greenhouse? Is there any space over there? Yeah, that would do. So if we park that there, and then come over to here. Now it should get an unload. There we go. Perfect, and we can turn that off for now and set this up. Actually, what we'll do is we'll empty this field first as we're next to it. So let's turn the engine on, unfold it, and I believe that's it. So where's the Bandini? As this has got the front loader on. And hopefully this is going to work and not take us too long. So let's just, while we're here, grab any bale. And we can, I think we still got our weight on the back, which is useful. So I believe there we go, and then there, that's it. So that is one. Perfect. So one down, 33 to go. Right, so that is one field all done. All the bales are off anyway. We'll just grab the cultivator. We might as well use the Unimog, because we then don't have to change the Massey over. So let's just get positioned. AI worker, go. And that is going to get that done. Now, should we see if we can count how many bales we've done already, and therefore how many we've got left. So I know we have 34. So 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 24, 23 bales left. That's pretty good going. And it's making quite a nice line. I don't know what it's doing though. I think it should be pushing the bales, but it doesn't seem to want to. So what if I open this and we tell it that these are all done? There we go, that's better. Yeah, just had a bit of an issue. There we go, perfect. So I know it's only one field, but was having a small issue with the last few bales for some reason. So at least now that's unloaded, and it makes it a slightly smaller line, and we can reposition this a bit further over for the next field, and that is doing well. So I think we're going to call it there for this episode. The Unimog is busy getting that field all sorted so we can begin planting, and we will begin the planting in the next episode. What I'm going to do is I'm going to crack on and get some more bales done, potentially get one whole field done so it's a bit less, and then we'll start the next episode by cultivating the far field, seeding this field, and removing the bales off that field. There's a lot to be done in this episode, this month, not episode. A lot to be done in this month, but hopefully we'll be able to get some good contracts coming in. Oh, actually, we can complete that contract. There we go. Yep, hopefully we'll get some good contracts, and some harvesting contracts would be lovely. When can we start harvesting? Not for a while. 2 more months and we will start hopefully getting some barley. But that is going to be really useful. We might even get some grass contracts. But for now, as always, thank you very much for watching the episode, and I really do hope you've enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll see you back here for the next one. Thanks again for watching, and bye for now.